questions? You have 1 minute. Time is up. You may begin.
Is there any new business?
Madam President.
Delegate 1.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that our FFA chapter sponsors an SAE grant program to help first-year members start an SAE project beginning in the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
It is moved and seconded that our FFA chapter sponsors an SAE grant program to help first-year members start an SAE project beginning in the 2025-2026 school year. This motion is amendable, debatable, and requires a majority vote to adopt. Is there any debate?
I object to consideration of the question.
The consideration of the question has been objected to. This motion is not amendable nor debatable and requires a 2/3 vote in the negation to not consider this question. Shall we consider this question? All in favor of considering this question, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. All opposed, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. This motion is 4 in favor and 1 against. The ayes have it, and we shall consider this question. Is there any discussion on the main motion?
Madam President.
Delegate 1, you have first rights.
Thank you, Madam President. I think this will be a great addition to our chapter. I know for me as a freshman, I had no idea what an SAE was, and I think that this program will be a great addition to teach our members the importance of SAEs and how it can benefit their future. Another reason I think this is a great idea is because since we are getting a new ag teacher, this ag teacher can also learn this, and they will be able to teach these students in the upcoming years this program. Vote up on this motion.
Thank you.
Madam President, a question of privilege affecting the Assembly.
Please state your question.
Thank you, Madam President. May we adjust the thermostat? It is kind of uncomfortable in here.
I am sorry as I do not have access to the thermostat at this time. I can't for your request.
I appeal from the decision of the chair.
Second.
The chair's decision has been appealed by Delegate 1. We'll not vote on sustaining the chair's decision. All in favor of sustaining the chair's decision, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it, and the chair's decision is sustained.
Division.
Thank you. A division has been called by Delegate 1. An opposition to rise and vote. All in favor of sustaining the chair's decision, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. All opposed, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. This motion is 3 in favor and 2 against. The ayes have it, and the chair's decision is sustained. Is there any discussion on the main motion?
Madam President.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam President. I believe this main motion is an amazing idea, seeing as the SAEs in our school are the backbone to becoming a chapter officer. And with many of the new freshmen in the upcoming years having interest in becoming a chapter officer and serving our Olney FFA chapter, I think that this would be very, very beneficial to start this progress. I urge the Assembly to vote up.
Thank
Madam
you.
President.
Delegate 2.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm strongly against this main motion as our chapter has new plans to expand itself by creating a school farm and purchasing a freight farm for our chapter. If we were to try and do a grant program, we simply would not have the funds to help these members begin their SAEs. I'm urging the Assembly to vote down.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 4.
Thank you, Madam President. I am strongly in favor of this motion. I believe this is a fantastic idea just due to the fact that here at Olney FFA chapter, we are wanting to start a school farm. And one of the main concerns from our school board was how expensive it would be for our students. By offering this grant program, it would be most beneficial in helping them be able to afford this. I also believe it's a fantastic idea because most of our proficiencies at Olney are struggling to make it past district, and this getting them started this early would very much help them out. Vote yes.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 5.
Thank you, Madam President. I cannot stand with this main motion. I do not believe this is a good idea, seeing as freshmen typically do not have good ideas for the future, and they're very creative, but they really just don't have a solid plan. I believe we get a lot of money thrown into dark holes that cannot be brought back to our chapter. So I believe this would be a waste of our money and time. Also, Alumni offers scholarships for seniors, and I believe it would be taking money away from that. I'm urging Assembly to help me fail this main motion, therefore I'm going to postpone this matter indefinitely.
Second.
It is moved and seconded that we postpone this matter indefinitely. This motion is not amendable, but debatable, and requires a majority vote to adopt. Is there any debate?
Madam President.
Delegate 5, you have first rights.
Thank you, Madam President. I made this postponement because I believe it's the best way to handle this main motion. If we feel this off now, we can go back to debating more important matters, such as our upcoming end-of-the-year event and chapter banquet. These events need more time to discuss and need more thought put into them. And I do not believe that this main motion should be discussed at this time. I'm urging the Assembly to help me pass postponement.
Thank you,
Now
Madam
I do
President.
parliamentary inquiry.
Please state your inquiry.
How many times may a member debate this motion?
You may debate this motion 2 times for a total of 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 2.
Thank you, Madam President. I believe this postponement is the best course of action for our chapter. National FFA already sponsors an SAE grant program yearly. While this would be a good idea for our chapter to do, we also don't want to step on the National FFA's toes, and we would have to receive authorization as they have patented this grant program, and we simply would not want to get in trouble for that. I'm urging the Assembly to vote up on this motion.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 1.
Thank you, Madam President. I implore you to vote down on this postponement. Even though the National FFA does have a grant where you can apply for an SAE, I was one of those people who did not receive that grant, and seeing as I have a drive to create my SAE, this would be an amazing opportunity for me to do so because the National FFA decided not to give me one. Vote down on this postponement.
Thank you. Is there any more discussion?
Madam President.
Delegate 4.
Thank you, Madam President. I move the previous question.
Second.
The previous question has been moved and seconded. This motion is not amendable nor debatable and requires a 2/3 vote to adopt. We'll not be conducting a rising vote on previous question. All in favor, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. All opposed, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. This motion is 4 in favor and 1 against, and the ayes have it. The previous question passes. We will not vote on the postpone indefinitely. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
The noes have it. The motion to postpone indefinitely is lost. Is there any discussion on the main motion?
Madam President.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
And adjournment has been called. We will not vote on adjourning this meeting. All in favor of adjourning this meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
The noes have it. The motion to adjourn is lost. We shall not adjourn this meeting. Is there any discussion on the main motion?
Madam President.
Delegate 2.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to amend by striking out 2025-2026 school year and inserting 2026-2027 school year.
Second.
Second.
It is moved and seconded that amend this main motion by striking out 2025-2026 school year and inserting 2026-2027 school year. So since this amendment is adopted, the main motion will read. I move that our FFA chapter sponsors an SAE grant program to help first-year members start an SAE project beginning in the 2026-2027 school year. The question is on striking out 2025-2026 school year and entering 2026-2027 school year. This motion is amendable, debatable, and requires majority vote to adopt. Is there any debate?
Madam President.
Delegate 2.
Thank you, Madam President. I made this amendment because by 2026, our chapter will have a confirmed budget for how much our plans for the school farm and this freight farm that we want to purchase will cost. If we were to wait a couple of years, we would have more funds to put into this program to help our members with their opportunities. I'm urging the Assembly to vote up.
Thank you,
Madam President.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam President. I believe this amendment is an amazing idea, seeing as if we amend this to the 2026-2027 school year, we are providing this SAE grant program to develop a ton of growth, and this will also allow more successful results for our students at Richland County High School. I urge the Assembly to vote up on this motion.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 5.
Thank you, Madam President. I cannot stand with this amendment. Seeing as our school currently has a lot of administration changes, I do not believe that we could plan this far ahead in the future. I believe there's just too much of a not stable society, and we would not be able to get this done, seeing as there would be different members every year. I'm urging the Assembly to help me fail this amendment.
Thank you,
Madam President.
Delegate 4.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm strongly in the negation for this amendment. I believe this is a terrible idea because what we were trying to do is provide opportunities for our members. I believe if we were to push this back to the 2026-2027 school year, we would be waiting much too long and we would miss some kids in this time period. Please, vote no.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 1.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to refer this to the Standing Leadership Committee.
Second.
It is moved and seconded that we refer this to the Standing Leadership Committee. This motion is amendable, debatable, and requires majority vote to adopt. Is there any debate?
Madam President.
Delegate 1.
Thank you, Madam President. I think this is the best course of action for this motion. The Leadership Committee is one of our most efficient committees, and they have been given many events, and they have completed them all. Another reason I think this committee is a great idea is because not only are they our biggest committee, they also work very closely with our advisors. And seeing as our advisors' input is crucial for this motion, this is the best committee. Vote up.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 2.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to suspend the standing rule requiring FFA members to wear official dress at chapter meetings.
Second.
It is moved and seconded that we suspend the standing rule requiring FFA members to wear official dress at chapter meetings. Seeing as this is the standing rule, requires majority vote to adopt. All in favor of suspending this rule, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
The noes have it, and the motion is lost. We will not suspend this rule. Is there any discussion on the referral?
Madam President.
Delegate 4.
Thank you, Madam President. I believe this is the best option for this motion. Our committee has been the most efficient and effective they've ever been in recent years, all due to our newly elected vice presidents. Our vice presidents have done a wonderful job coordinating all that goes on within our POA, and I do not believe that this motion will slip through the cracks and be forgotten about. Vote yes.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to a 30-minute recess.
Second.
It is moved and seconded to make a 30-minute recess. This motion is amendable, not debatable, which majority vote to adopt. With that being said, is there an amendment to this recess at this time? Seeing as there is none, we will not vote on taking a 30-minute recess. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it. The motion to recess is lost. Is there any discussion on the referral?
Madam President.
Delegate 5.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to postpone this matter until our next regularly scheduled meeting at 3 p.m.
Second.
It is moved and seconded that we postpone this matter until our next regularly scheduled meeting at 3 p.m. This motion is amendable, debatable, and has majority vote to adopt. Is there any debate?
Madam President.
Delegate 5.
Thank you, Madam President. I made this postponement because I believe that if we move this to our next meeting, it will be more beneficial to help out this motion. This motion does not need to be carried out currently, so I believe that it would be better if we take some time to really think about this and decide what we want to do. We can get outside information and go and poll our members to see if this is even something we want to consider. Vote yes.
Thank you,
Madam
President.
President.
Delegate 4.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to extend the limits of debate to 3 debates per member on the pending question.
Second. It is moved and seconded that we extend the limits of debate to 3 debates per member on the opinion question. This motion is not debatable but amendable because by 2/3 vote to adopt. With that being said, is there an amendment to this motion at this time? Seeing as there is none, we will not be taking a rising vote on extending the limits of debate. All in favor, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. All opposed, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. This motion is 1 in favor and 4 against. The noes have it. The motion is lost. Is there any discussion on the referral?
Madam President.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam President. I think that this postpone is an amazing idea. Seeing as if we postpone this matter until our next regularly scheduled meeting, we are providing our members ample time to thoroughly consider this motion. Vote yes.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 1.
Thank you, Madam President. I think this motion is not in the best interest of our chapter. At our next meeting, the Illinois State FFA president and our former chapter president, Trenton Payne, is planning to speak. I think if we postpone this matter, we will be taking away the time he is allowed to speak, and that looks bad on us, and I don't think we want that. Vote down.
Thank you,
Madam
Madam President.
President.
Delegate 2.
Thank you, Madam President. We cannot rush into the passing of this main motion as there are still many details we need to figure out. The third paragraph of the FFA clearly states, I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly. By postponing this matter, I believe we'll have a clear idea on what to do about this. Vote down.
Thank you. Is there more discussion?
Madam President.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam President. I believe this postponement is still an amazing idea. Seeing as if we postpone this matter until our next regularly scheduled meeting, this will be providing our indecisive officers time to consult with the advisors on the best outcome for this motion. I urge the Assembly to vote up on this motion.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Delegate 4.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm strongly in negation for this motion. Due to the fact that our next regularly scheduled meeting at 3 p.m., there's also a girls' softball game. Since a large percentage of our members are on the girls' softball team, I do not believe we'll have a quorum present to transact business. Vote no.
Thank you. Ready for the question? The question is on postponing this matter to our next regular scheduled meeting at 3 p.m. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
The ayes have motion adopted.
Division.
Thank you. Division called. Absent rise and vote. All in favor of postponing this matter, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. All opposed, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. Motion 3 in favor, 2 against. The ayes have it, and the chair and we will postpone this matter. Returning to business. Seeing as there's none, meeting started with consent. Members, please rise for questioning.
Alrighty, number 1, you had appeal. Name 2 unamendable privileged motions that an appeal yields to.
Can you please repeat the question?
Name 2 unamendable privileged motions that an appeal yields to.
2 unamendable privileged motions that appeal yields to are call for the orders of the day and question of privilege.
If the chair's response to a parliamentary inquiry was that a motion was currently not in order, what 3 steps would be necessary to obtain a vote of the assembly on the chair's response?
Can you please repeat the question?
If the chair's response to a parliamentary inquiry was that a motion was currently not in order, what 3 steps would be necessary to obtain a vote of the assembly on the chair's response?
The member would have to make the motion, someone would have to appeal it. Can you please repeat the question one more time?
Final time. If the chair's response to a parliamentary inquiry was that a motion was currently not in order, what 3 steps would be necessary to obtain a vote of the assembly on the chair's response?
The person would have to go against the chair's ruling, a member would appeal it, and then they would vote on that decision.
Thank you. Delegate number 2, you had suspend the rules. Describe the standard descriptive characteristics for the motion to suspend the rules that relate to seconding, the vote required for adoption, and if it can be made when another member has the floor.
Could you repeat the question?
Describe the standard descriptive characteristics for the motion to suspend the rules that relate to seconding, the vote required for adoption, and if it can be made when another member has the floor.
The motion to suspend the rules must be seconded. It requires a majority vote since it is a standing rule. And, what was the last thing, sorry?
Can it be made when another member has the floor?
It may not be made if another member has it.
Second question, Robert's Rules of Order newly revised lists 5 types of rules that cannot be suspended by any vote. Name 3 of these rules.
Rules regarding national law. Rules within the charter. Rules within the Constitution.
Thank you. Number 3, you had adjourn. The privileged motion to adjourn is made in an unqualified form. What does that mean?
When an adjournment is made in its unqualified form, that means it is a privileged motion.
Name 3 parliamentary steps that are in order when the privileged motion to adjourn is pending.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Name 3 parliamentary steps that are in order while the privileged motion to adjourn is pending.
3 parliamentary steps that are in order when the privileged motion to adjourn is pending is the assembly can discuss why the adjournment should not be passed. Affix the time to which to adjourn may be made. And a previous question may be made.
Number 4, you had limit debate.
Yes, sir.
Name 3 ways that the motion to limit or extend limits of debate can limit debate.
It can limit debate on the amount of debates. It can limit the allotted time for debates, and it can limit the time when debate may be closed.
An order limiting debate to 1 debate per person on a main motion is in place. Can a member move to extend the limits of debate to 2 debates per person? Explain your answer.
Please restate the question.
An order limiting debate to 1 debate per person on a main motion is in place. Can a member move to extend the limits of debate to 2 debates per person? Explain your answer.
No, they may not. A better way of doing this would be to amend the limit or extend limit debates to 2 instead of 1.
Thank you. Number 5, you have postpone definitely.
Yes, sir.
What are the 2 types of orders of the day?
2 types of orders of the day are special orders and general orders.
Name 2 ways the subsidiary motion to postpone to a certain time may be amended.
It may be amended to the time as to which is being postponed, and it can be amended to add a special order.
Chair.
Yes, sir.
After a debatable motion is made and seconded, what 3 statements may the chair make after restating the motion to invite debate?
Can you please repeat the question?
After a debatable motion is made and seconded, what 3 statements may the chair make after restating the motion to invite debate?
The chair may ask for debate. The chair may call on the person who made the motion, because they have first rights to debate, or the chair may ask for discussion on the motion.
Second question has 2 parts. First part, how does the presiding officer speak of himself or herself?
The presiding officer refers to himself as the chair.
When should the presiding officer refer to members by their name?
The chair may always refer to members by their name.
Very good. Congratulations, guys. Good job. You are all finished up here. You may leave your motion.